Hi, everyone. My name is Dan Lenhart, Marketing and Web Specialist in the Center for Student Involvement at Cleveland State University. Today, I'm going to show you how to use your roster tool within the VikesConnect platform. Within the roster tool, you'll be able to manage your memberships and also communicate with your members, as well as invite new members to join your organization. Once you've logged into VikesConnect, simply scroll down under your memberships section and click on the organization. Once there, then you're going to click the Manage Organization button. This will take you to your Action Center of your organization's page in VikesConnect. On the left, you'll see the little pancake menu. This is your toolbar button. Clicking on it will open your tool drawer. You can see all the tools that you have available. We're going to focus on the roster tool by clicking on that. Within your roster tool, you'll see there's a lot going on. We have messaging, managing positions, inviting people, exporting your roster. You have your primary contact, as well as who's your current membership, anybody who is pending, any prospective, and terms and conditions. The terms and conditions is one area that we will not cover, as we do not currently use this at Cleveland State. Your primary contact is used for people who are inquiring about your organization when they visit your page in VikesConnect. We're going to use the Viking Expeditions as a quick example. You'll see that they have a contact button. Clicking on this contact button will open your email program on your computer, and you can send an email. That email will go to the primary contact. By default, it should be your president. However, if you decide to have your secretary, vice president, or say you have a communications chair that you want to answer all of your organization's emails, then you can simply click on the pencil tool, find that person, and click the select button. And then that person will be your primary contact. Down below here, you have current, pending, and prospective. And I'll explain these in just a moment. Under your current, these are the people who are currently members of your organization. It's very important that you keep on top of your membership. You don't want people in your roster who are no longer members, simply because they will still have access to being able to message other people and to communicate with other people. You may not want that. In addition, you'll notice there's an election tool right here. If you hold elections, you don't want somebody on your roster who is no longer a member, because if they're still on your roster and you're holding elections, they would be able to vote as well. You probably don't want that. If you find somebody who you no longer want to be a member, or has graduated or no longer wants to be a member, whatever the reason, simply click the box next to their name and click End Membership, and then confirming by clicking End Membership again. If you've accidentally deleted somebody, you can always send an invitation. Sending them an invitation is very simple. You click the Invite People tool, you put in their email address, click the Add Email Address, scroll down, you're going to invite them as a member, and click the Send Invitations. Now that person will be in your pending. That's what your pending is used for. So anytime you use the invite people and you send invitations, they show up in your pending tab of your roster. From there, you can see when the person had an invitation sent to them. If it's been a couple months and you haven't heard back, because what will happen is the student will get an email asking them to either join or act upon your invitation. If you haven't heard back, you can either select them and resend an invitation, or you can delete the invitation. It's entirely up to you. Your prospective tab is used for anybody who visits your page and clicks the join button. Again, we'll use the Viking Expeditions as an example, and you see this join button right here. If this individual up here was to click the join button, that person is then going to show up in the prospective tab of your organization's roster. You can see somebody here has clicked the join button. You can either approve, and that person will show up on your current roster. You can deny, Or you can even go so far as to send the person a message asking them more information before you accept their request to join your organization. How you manage your roster and who you accept is entirely up to you, so long as it's within the policies and procedures of your Constitution and the policies and procedures at Cleveland State University. So these are the tabs that you have available within your roster: your current, your pending, and your prospective tabs. In addition, you'll notice here that several of the members are holding several different types of positions. These are positions that you can create yourself within your roster tool. If you click on the Manage Positions pencil and click plus position, you can then give your position a name. So let's call this one Test 3 position. And you're going to keep that person as a member, not as an officer, but you want to make sure that position is active. And you also want to give them access. Now, don't give them all access, because giving them all access will also give them access to your treasury tool. You do not want to do that. Only a president or your treasurer should have access to your treasury tool. But you can give them limited access. So let's say you want to give them access to your documents, and let's say also you want to give them access to be able to create online forms. And that's it. Once you've created that position, you can see that there it is. You can go back to your roster and then assign it to somebody. So let's say Matt here, we're going to assign that position we just created. Click Save. Now Matt has been assigned that position, and Matt has access to those different tools that are located up here. So I think it was the documents and the forms. So he'd be able to create forms or upload documents, but he would not be able to upload pictures in your gallery or create news posts, because you've only given him access to these two tools. Okay. So that is how you manage your roster. The other thing that you can do is export your roster. So if you want to download a Excel file, you just click the Export Roster. Be aware, though, that people will show up multiple times if they're holding multiple positions. So for example, Chelsea here, you can see she's got membership chair and this test 2 position. So she's going to actually show up 3 times on that spreadsheet as a member and then holding these 2 positions. So do be aware of that. Finally, your messaging tool. You can use your roster to send messages. By doing that, you click on Messaging. Now, you can send text messages. However, that has to be set up within the own individual person's account. Click here and you click on your account, you'll see that there is a way to set up text messaging, but that has to be turned on. I would tell you that most people do not have that turned on. And so most people will just send an email relay. By doing so, you just click Create Relay, and then you either send messages to position by position. So let's say, for example, we want to send a message to the events chair and the service chair and the sergeant at arms, okay? Or you can also select individual people that you want to send messages to. Once you've decided who you want to send the messages to, you give your email a title. So for example, Wednesday meeting, and click Generate. That will give you this link. Clicking on this link will open your email program, and this link will be in the to bar. If that does not work, you can also copy this by just highlighting it, right mouse clicking, and copy that, and then pasting it into your toolbar. This message relay link will only be good for 24 hours. You can see that it'll even tell you when it expires. So to recap, you can set your primary contact. That's for your contact button on your bar here. Your perspective tab is used for when people click your join button. Pending is when you send invitations to people. Your current is your current roster, which you can end the memberships of people if you wish. You can manage by positions by creating new positions and also assigning them to members. You can also see that members can hold more than one position. And then finally, you can send messaging through your roster tool. That's the overview and wrap up of the roster tool walkthrough and the VikesConnect platform. Thanks for watching.